Hey there, dog lovers, and welcome back to Doggy for Life, the channel where we don't just love our dogs, we learn how to understand and raise them the right way. Whether you're a new pup parent or a seasoned dog owner, you've probably run into at least one behavior that left you frustrated or confused. But here's the truth. Bad behavior in dogs is almost never about being bad. It's usually about misunderstanding, unmet needs, or lack of proper training. Today, we're diving into 10 of the most common bad dog behaviors, and more importantly, how to correct them with patience, empathy, and smart techniques. Let's help your dog become the best version of themselves, because they want to please you more than anything. 1. Jumping on people. One of the most common and frustrating behaviors that dog owners deal with is jumping. It's something almost every dog does at some point, especially when they're excited to see you or meet someone new. For many dogs, jumping is their natural way of expressing joy and eagerness. They want to get closer to your face, and the only way they know how is by springing up on their hind legs. At first, it might seem endearing or playful, especially with small puppies. But over time, this behavior can become not only annoying but also potentially dangerous, particularly with larger or stronger breeds. A big dog jumping on a child, an elderly person, or a stranger can lead to injuries or fear, which makes it essential to address early on. What makes jumping even more persistent is that many owners unintentionally reward it. Even when you're saying no, pushing the dog away, or scolding them, you're still giving them exactly what they want, your attention. 2. Pulling on the leash. Walking your dog should be one of the most relaxing and rewarding parts of your day, a time for fresh air, exercise, and connection. But for many dog owners, it turns into a frustrating tug-of-war, with their dog dragging them down the sidewalk as if late for an appointment. Leash pulling isn't just annoying, it can be physically exhausting, even painful, especially for people with large or strong dogs. But before getting frustrated, it helps to understand why dogs pull in the first place. The answer is simple, because it works. They want to move forward, explore smells, chase squirrels, and pulling gets them there faster. The tension in the leash becomes associated with progress, and the behavior becomes a habit. The good news is that this habit can be changed, but it takes consistency, awareness, and a willingness to slow things down. The first step is to consider your gear. While collars can put too much pressure on a dog's neck, a no-pull harness gives you better control and makes it harder for the dog to use their full body strength to forge ahead. 3. Excessive barking. Barking is one of the most natural forms of communication for a dog. It's how they alert us to danger, express excitement, signal discomfort, or sometimes just entertain themselves when they're bored. But when barking becomes constant, loud, and seemingly for no reason, it shifts from communication to a problem, and one that can drive owners, neighbors, and even the dog itself into a state of stress. Whether your dog barks at every sound outside the window, at other dogs on walks, or whenever you leave the house, the root of the issue is rarely just noise. It's a signal that your dog is trying to express something deeper, and it's your job to figure out what that is. The first step is to identify the trigger. Is your dog barking out of boredom, fear, territorial instinct, anxiety, or overexcitement? A bored dog may bark simply to release pent-up energy, while a fearful dog may bark to make threats go away. A dog with separation anxiety may bark nonstop when left alone, not to be disobedient, but because they feel deeply distressed. Understanding the why behind the barking is key to finding a lasting solution. Punishing barking without addressing the cause is like muting a smoke alarm without putting out the fire. It may give temporary relief, but the problem still burns underneath. 4. Chewing on everything. Few things frustrate a dog owner more than coming home to find shoes shredded, furniture legs gnawed on, or pillows torn apart in a flurry of fluff. Chewing is one of the most destructive and most misunderstood dog behaviors. While it's easy to assume your dog is being naughty or spiteful, the truth is that chewing is a completely natural instinct. Puppies chew to explore the world and soothe their gums during teething, and adult dogs chew for stimulation, stress relief, or simply because they're bored. It's a behavior wired deep into their biology, not a personal attack on your belongings. The key isn't to eliminate chewing altogether, but to redirect it in a healthy and productive way. Start by understanding that dogs need to chew. It's as normal for them as wagging their tail. The problem arises when they don't know what's appropriate to chew and what's off limits. If you leave out shoes, remote controls, or cushions, your dog doesn't instinctively know they're forbidden. Those items just smell like you and are easy to grab. That's why management and prevention are essential in the early stages. 5. Digging holes in the yard. While it may seem like your dog is trying to destroy your garden, digging is actually very natural behavior. Dogs dig for many reasons: to create a cool spot to lie down, to bury items, or just because they're bored and have energy to burn. Certain breeds, like terriers, are more prone to digging due to their instincts. The first step to solving this is understanding why your dog is doing it. Provide plenty of exercise and mentally engaging activities to tire them out. If they're digging for comfort, ensure they have shaded, cool areas. Some owners even create designated digging zones, a sandbox, for example, where it's okay to dig. Reward them when they use it. It may not eliminate the urge, but it helps channel it somewhere acceptable. 6. Resource guarding, growling over food or toys. This behavior can be concerning, especially when it comes with growling, snapping, or stiff body language. Resource guarding stems from insecurity, a fear that their valued item will be taken away. Punishing your dog for guarding usually makes it worse, reinforcing the idea that they need to protect their stuff. Instead, teach them that having you nearby during meals or play is a good thing. Start by approaching at a distance, tossing high-value treats, and gradually get closer over time. This builds trust. You're showing them, I'm not here to steal. I'm here to give. In serious cases, seek help from a certified trainer or behaviorist. Safety should always come first. 7. Ignoring commands or being stubborn. Many people label their dogs as stubborn, but the truth is usually simpler. They haven't been taught clearly, or the motivation isn't strong enough. Dogs don't generalize well, meaning they might understand sit in the kitchen, but not at the park. Reteach commands in different environments, gradually increasing distractions. Also, examine the reward. If a dry biscuit isn't doing it, try high-value treats, toys, or praise. Make training sessions short, fun, and rewarding. If your dog isn't listening, it's a signal that more connection and clearer communication is needed, not that they're trying to frustrate you. 8. Separation anxiety. Separation anxiety can be heartbreaking. Dogs with this issue may cry, bark, destroy things, or try to escape when left alone. It's not disobedience, it's panic. To ease it, start by normalizing your departures. Pick up your keys and sit back down. Put on your shoes and don't leave. Break the association between your actions and your absence. When you do leave, keep it low-key. High-drama goodbyes make it worse. Leave for short periods and slowly build up time. Provide puzzle toys or clothing that smells like you to offer comfort. In serious cases, speak to a professional. This condition isn't something dogs just get over. It takes time, love, and often expert help. 9. Aggression toward other dogs or people. Aggression is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in dogs. It's rarely about dominance or malice. Most of the time, it's rooted in fear or lack of socialization. A dog that growls, barks, or lunges is saying, "I'm uncomfortable. Please make it stop." Punishing that response usually teaches them to suppress the warning signs, not the emotion. The right approach is behavior modification. That means exposing your dog to the trigger at a low intensity and rewarding calm responses. It's about changing their emotional association. And this isn't a DIY project. Aggression can escalate fast, so working with a professional is not just recommended, it's essential. 10. Constant begging for food. Begging often starts with one innocent bite. One time you gave in, and now your dog stakes out your dinner table like clockwork. It's cute at first, but quickly becomes a habit that's hard to break. The solution is firm boundaries. Never feed from the table. Teach your dog a place command and reward them for staying on their mat or bed while you eat. Make sure they're fed before you sit down so they're not hungry. And stick with it. Mixed signals confuse dogs. The more consistent you are, the faster begging becomes a thing of the past. Remember, your dog isn't misbehaving out of spite. They're doing the best they can with the tools they have. And it's up to us, as their guardians, to guide them patiently and lovingly. Every correction is an opportunity to deepen your bond and build trust. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with other dog lovers. And let us know in the comments, which of these behaviors have you faced, and how did you work through it? We love hearing your stories. Thanks for spending time with us on Doggy for Life, where dogs aren't just pets, they're family. See you in the next video.